It is our Watch What Happens Live Gleason Finale Glee with Leah Michelle and Chris Colfer from Glee now. Hey everybody, I'm Andy Cohen. It is our Gleason Finale Glee, and I couldn't be more gleeful because these two guests have been on my Hanukkah/Christmas list forever. Please welcome the stars of the smash hit show Glee, Leah Michelle and Chris Colfer. This is very exciting to have you both here.
I'm so excited.
I love your reaction to walking into the clubhouse.
It was great. No, you don't understand. This is like, we've never been so excited.
Yeah, it's fun.
This is like, it's like Andy Cohen and Oprah.
Yeah.
Like
no, it's like Andy Cohen and
Oprah. Oh, look, my chair spins.
Oh.
Yeah, oh, you bet it does.
It's like Star Trek Enterprise. Ooh, and they warned me about that.
By the way, you know what? Oh, see, be careful. You know what? That's a great segue to our drinking game alert. If you're over 21, or if you are 21, every time you hear this word, which my guests do not know, gleefully take a sip of your cocktail. And I just want to point out, you both are over 21.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank God.
Excellent. So
I'm a little older than this one.
Excellent. When did you turn 21?
This year.
Oh.
This year.
Happy birthday.
Cheers.
What are you drinking, by the way? What are you drinking, Chris?
He was very excited about his strawberry daiquiri.
Yes. Strawberry daiquiri.
He wanted to
strawberry margarita.
That's a sweet starter drink.
It is. It is.
I like it.
It's also great. You know, the 8th one is also great in a row.
Yes. Yes. Well, Leah and Chris are both huge Housewives fans and have some thoughts on what happened tonight in Beverly Hills, okay? So first of all, I just want to, it was a very sensitive, upsetting situation, but did you have any thoughts about the women feeling like they needed to tell Taylor she couldn't come into the party?
Well, you know, I felt like Kyle was like really upset about it. I mean, she was like in tears.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I can't imagine what it would be like to be in that moment. I mean, you're throwing a big party, you can't invite your friend. But she was like super upset about it. She was really upset.
She was real
I mean, that must have been a very uncomfortable thing.
Yes.
But I mean, just watching it as
I think they could have handled it much better, though.
I agree.
I mean, like, I've been like, girl, you gotta stay here. She gonna be in her corner, you gonna be in yours.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it didn't have to be a whole show.
No, and I would have had
and that's how you would have said it.
I would have said it just like that.
Yeah, okay, good. I don't know what that accent is,
if
but
I
I
were
like
married
it, yes.
fine Mr. Mauricio,
yes,
I would just let him do all the talking for me.
Yes.
I would sit on in my couch in my gorgeous home, and I'd be like, honey, you do the talking.
You talk.
Because that man is...
I want to talk about Taylor's earrings. Because, you know, Lenithia Leaks loves a big earring, but Taylor outdid her this episode. Look at this. Wow, I mean, those are like...
They turned it out for this party.
They did.
Mean, they had sequins like I've never seen in my life before, but she looked fantastic.
Now, another lady that turned it out, everybody who watches this show knows that I love a side ponytail, but they may not realize that I love a high pony as well. Look at what Kim served up. That is a high pony with an exaggerated cheekbone.
And you know what? She looked really great. Her clothes were amazing, everything. But with that rubber band, it was like a scrunchie, like Carrie Bradshaw hates the scrunchies. I was like,
she's working it though. She's like a bobblehead. Like she was like using it as a
she was. Yeah. Oh yeah, careful of your daiquiri.
She looked so short next to Brandy when she was fighting, and her head thing was on the top of her head, and she was like looking up at Brandy, talking about how she was going to beat her up. I was like, you realize that this woman is 7 feet taller than you.
Well, I have to say, my Twitter almost shut down with questions for the two of you. I've been getting them for days and days, and we have some Glee super fans on hold waiting to talk to you. Plus, the two of you have some breaking Glee news that you're going to be sharing with us, which I cannot wait. You brought the exclusive dish for us. We're going to get to all that, but here's what 3 things I'm obsessed with tonight. First, Lisa and Pandora auditioned a wedding band, and while I did not find the singer's song about apathy to be incredibly romantic, somebody did. Watch.
I wake up in the morning with a song on my breath, and your apathy isn't at the least bit amusing. And when I close...
Okay, here's what. I think it will be a long time before wedding planners will be able to legally marry balding Pomeranians. But the scientists in the Watch What Happens Live labs were able to simulate what it might look like if Kevin and Jiggy ever had a baby.
Oh, no.
Take a look at Kiggy.
Oh, that is foul.
It somehow works, though.
It does work.
Somehow
with the glasses. Second, despite her claims that Brandy does not exist and that she will never, ever speak to her, Kim and Brandy somehow managed to exchange words at Kyle's white party. Here's how that went.
She likes that broken leg. Get ready for the second one. I don't like you. I will never like you. You're just not right. You got out of line. I don't like you. I will never like you.
Watch the finger.
I will not. She wasn't being a bitch. She was. Bring it on, bitch. Bring it on, bitch. That. Bring it on, bitch. Bring it on, bitch. Truck driver mouth.
Oh my God.
Shame a pretty girl like you.
Are you kidding?
I'm done with her anyway.
Here's what, if this feud continues, Kim's gonna need a stepladder.
Yeah.
P.S. You know what happens at a white party? White people's problems, right? Totally.
That's true.
It's true. Finally, I love every single thing about Glee, but one of the things I most look forward to in every episode is seeing what Kurt Hummel is gonna wear.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to take a look at one of my fave little looks, okay?
I wonder which one it is.
I mean, here's what, is that a cowl neck crop top capelet shrug?
I was calling it Star Trek chic. That's what it was, yes. But I have no idea. I mean, I don't know why they spent that much money on a sweater when you only got half of it.
Do you two have input in your clothes?
No.
I
probably
have a little bit of I work together with them, but the other day he was in a full piece rubber bodysuit that had a zipper, and I kept trying to unzip it.
Yeah.
And he kept yelling at me.
You did.
A leather onesie?
A leather
onesie,
jumpsuit. And he loved it. I've never seen someone love.
My ass looks fantastic.
He kept being like, does my ass look good? Does my ass look good?
But he knew it looked good.
I did, but I just wanted people to notice.
I am waiting for the day that the male jumpsuit comes back in fashion.
It already is on our set. Look at everybody on our show.
I'm coming to your set. Here's the thing that I think everybody wants to know. What is going to happen to your characters after you graduate? Are we going to see more?
Leah?
Chris?
Do you know anything?
I think that my favorite episode of Glee was the New York episode.
Okay,
it was my favorite episode.
Yes.
Chris and I got to run around the city together. We did this great scene in front of Tiffany's. We got to perform on the Wicked stage. And when I saw that episode, I was like, for some reason, it just makes sense that these Ohio kids should be in New York. So that's my dream. I don't know what's going to happen, but I keep bugging them enough. So
we're
maybe
just anxious to find out what's going to happen next as the rest of them.
Okay. I can't wait for your breaking Glee news, by the way.
Me too.
Yeah.
Are you going to let us know when we break it?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Right.
We have a phone call, as a matter of fact. Caller, what is your name and from where are you calling?
Hi, it's Jacqueline. I'm calling from New York.
Hey, Jacqueline, what's your question for Chris and Leah?
Hi. Oh, my God. Well, one fan from day one from the show, and my question is for Leah.
Ooh.
I want to know who's the best on-set kisser. Is it Finn, Puck, or Jessie?
Best kisser.
Okay, I also kissed Darren. She's gotten around this girl.
Wow. High
Yeah,
school.
but Darren belongs to Kurt.
Did I ever kiss Kurt? No, I didn't.
No, not on camera.
Not on camera.
Best kisser.
You know, I have to say I'm pretty lucky because they are all incredibly good looking and great kissers. But if I didn't say Corey Monteith, who plays my Finn, then I would, get in a lot of trouble. So, I gotta give it up to him. But they're all, I mean, I'm a pretty lucky girl, I have to say.
Yes, you are very lucky.
Hey, caller, stay there. That was such a great question. As a little holiday thanks from me to you, I have a little present. I am getting you a $500 gift certificate to Zappos.com.
And
So there you
speaking
go.
of shoes, I had a lot of pressure tonight because everybody said that you wanted to make sure, everyone says that you comment on the women's shoes
Yes,
on the
these
show.
are gorge.
So these are my Louboutins that I wear special for you.
These are very
Okay,
beautiful.
thank you. What about you? Yours are nice.
Mine are
too.
just, they're standard.
You know what, by the way, I loved the episode where both of you had your first time. That was an incredible episode.
Yeah.
Did you have consultation in that episode, or?
I was terrified. I was
were?
terrified when they're like, oh, guess what? Kurt and Blaine are going to lose their virginities to each other. I was like, what? But I mean, like, they always handle, really sensitive topics very, very, very wonderfully.
Is Darren Chris a good kisser?
Yes. And he knows it.
And he knows it. Just like your ass looked good in that jumpsuit, and you knew it.
I'm right. You just know these things.
Okay.
Yes.
Important Watch What Happens Live alert. This show will be taking a short holiday break after tonight, but when we return on Sunday, January 8th, you will be able to join us live 5 nights a week right here in the clubhouse. Speaking of important announcements, we have to take a break, but coming up, Leah and Chris have a very important Glee-related announcement. We're going to take you out with some Housewives classics. Don't go away.
Housewives classics.
With just the music.